Shabbat Shalom. Wasn't it just 6 months ago we felt this was all so new in here, the decor, the windows, the beautiful redecoration. Now it's ours. We feel at home here, right? So it's so warmed up. Let's keep warming it up with a beautiful nigun. Sing with me. Yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya. Yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la. Ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la ya la la. Yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya. Yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la yalla la, yalla la la la, yalla la la, ya la la la, ya. Ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la.
Shabbat Shalom. It feels so strange being on this bima without being thing one. That's what I was last time I was on this bima, and I was Jennifer Lopez like a couple days before. How many of you came to our adult Purim spiel? All right, everybody who came to the adult Purim spiel has to bring a whole group of people next year because we had so much fun. The kids spiel too, but here we are at Shabbat, and our lucky candle lighter for the evening is Hilda Edwards. So as we turn to page 13, we invite Hilda forward to light our Shabbat candles.
Light is the foundation of life, yet impossible to touch. Light is flowers growing and fruit trees blossoming, photosynthesis and rainbows shimmering. Light is energy and romance, enlightenment and lightning. Light is red and violet and magenta and blue. Lasers and campfires, warmth and illumination, and the sunset and the dawn. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shal Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. We turn to page 34 for Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmiyanu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, Hashem u'tiferet v'lithilah. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof maaseh b'machshava techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hijoreri, hijoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri uri shidaberi, kivod Adonai alayich nigela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha ובצולה, תוך אמוני העם שגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 42. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Amen. Bi'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael Bagala, bagala uvizman kariv v'yimeru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'alam ran me'alma haya Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Vishtabach, Vitba'ar, Vitromam, Vitnaseh, Vitada, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemei de Kodesha, Brichu, Leila min kol bechata v'shirata, Tush bechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, V'yimeru, Amen. La 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
So you may or may not know we have our service in Arizona tonight. So we were joking when we walked in that we'll already be home before they're even at services. So that whole Skyping thing was not possible. Although one year, didn't we argue about how to do it and then for an hour, and then we remembered the time change. So as we talk about the evening falling, we turn to page 45 and say together in the middle of the page, our kind deeds are used by God as seed for the planting of trees in the Garden of Eden. Thus, each of us, by our deeds, has the power to create our own paradise. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, O God, who makes the evening fall. Together on page 50, or responsibly. O God, you traveled with our fathers as they journeyed through the wilderness. You sang with our fathers at the shores of the Red Sea. You stood with our fathers as they fought against oppression. You have brought us all here, fathers and mothers, daughters and sons, to our own promised land of freedom.
Please be seated. If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen, listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen, listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all your might. Write them and learn them and teach them well every morning and night. Close your eyes and listen. Quiet yourself, there's nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way and listen, listen to our God. When the wind and the thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice that you will hear if you listen, listen to our God. You can hear it from the top of the highest hill or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vayed. Listen, listen to our God. Listen, listen to our God.
Please be seated. We're on page 57.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
As we turn to the Michamocha, our prayer of freedom, I am so proud to say that your congregation is 10 people away from filling 2 56-passenger buses for our march on March 24th to downtown Detroit. And if you can't make it on the bus, you can still come here at 8 a.m. and pray with us and eat with us, or you can meet us downtown. We could not be more proud of this congregation. So as we turn to the Michamocha, be proud of your faith, be proud of your teens who are leading the way, and know that we will march to make a difference.
נדע בקודש tefilot osef eleh. Who is like thee? Who is like thee? God among the mighty, who is like thee? Mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, mi chamocha, ba'elim Adonai. Ba'elim Adonai, Ba'elim Adonai. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Together in the middle of 64. Cause us, our Creator, to lie down in peace, and raise us up, O sovereign God, to renewed life and peace. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel, and be our shield of mercy and of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. On page 68. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
We continue together at the bottom of page 69. Prayer invites us to let God's presence suffuse our spirits, to let God's will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Blessed are you, O God, who renews all things.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently. רצון אמרי פי והגיוני בי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי Adonai Tzuri ve'goali. May the words of my mouth be acceptable to you, the meditations of my heart be pleasing unto you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God.
So I just came back from Washington, D.C., where I was at the AIPAC Policy Conference with 18,000 of my closest friends, all there advocating for the state of Israel. And actually, there were about 40 of us from Temple Israel, and that was an amazing gathering, and we really had a great time together. And there's some really fabulous things that happen at AIPAC, and one of the highlights was a video about a group called the Dream Doctors. Now, was anybody here at AIPAC with me? No. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, when you go home sometime over the weekend or next week, go to the AIPAC website, aipac.org, and look for the video on the Dream Doctors. They are medical clowns. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A medical clown works regular hours in the hospitals. They work, full-day shifts. They work along with the medical teams. And as one clown, his clown name was Douche, said, The medical doctor, is on the right side of the patient, while the clown doctor is on the left side of the patient, taking care of the healthy side, the brain and the spirit. And it was truly an incredible experience to see this video. And after all, laughter is the best medicine, isn't it? So as we reach this point in our service, the Mishaberach, I want you to think of someone that you know who needs a little extra something, a little prayer for healing, but think of a funny experience that you had with them, a funny moment that now you'll go and you'll share with them, and hopefully bring a little bit of light and a little bit of laughter to their lives. And so we sing together the words of Mishaberach, thinking of those fun and happy times together.
Mishaberach Avotenu Mikor haberacha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mikor haberacha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Good Shabbos. As many of you know, Wendy and I ticked an item off of our bucket list recently by traveling to Vietnam. You see, I missed the chance for a free trip to Vietnam by just a few years back when I was 18. So I thought it would be a little safer now. It was a wonderful experience, and as Wendy and I often do on our vacations, we searched out opportunities to eat local food and hike the land. I won't share with you all of the details of the local foods that we enjoyed, except to say that they included several species of insects and some of the body parts of animals that only your bubby's bubby used to prepare. I sent a few pictures of these delicacies to my colleagues back here at Temple, and Harold kept sending me emails saying, poor Wendy, poor Wendy. But she was a good sport about it, and believe it or not, quite enjoyed the roasted silkworms. But that is a story for another day, because I really want to speak with you about the hiking, specifically one particular hike that we took to the Elephant Waterfalls of Dalat with our guide, Phu. As we were walking the trail, Phu asked us, do you know how tribal Vietnamese people used to measure distance? Of course, we did not. It was called an iwak, he told us, because back then the tribal peoples used a specially designed blade curved like a scythe so that they could carry it on their shoulders while walking from village to village. And their measurement of distance, the iwak, was based on how far you could walk with one of those heavy blades on your shoulder before you had to shift it to the other shoulder, an iwak. Now, it once happened, he told us, that a tribal son returned home from serving in the army in the big city to his mountain home, and chided his father for continuing to use this imprecise and antiquated measurement system. In response, the father pointed to the lake up ahead and asked, "How far is that lake according to your system?" "Oh, about 2 kilometers, the son estimated. "And how far to that mountaintop?" "Again, about 2 kilometers, the son responded. "How can that be?" the father snorted. "It will take us a mere 15 minutes to walk to that lake, but it would be a half-day's arduous journey to reach that mountaintop. How could they possibly be the same distance?" At which point the father shifted his ewak to his other shoulder and continued to walk down the path. This story of the ewak struck me on so many levels. First of all, it teaches that a people who walks the land understands it differently, more deeply, than those who are riding in cars or planes or in Vietnam on little motorbikes with whole families and even luggage clinging to the tiny seats. This was the lesson the Israelis learned from Ord Wingate, the British major who masterminded much of the Israeli military tactics during the War for Independence. By walking the land, by hiking the land, by knowing the land through their feet, they were able to find hidden paths up to Jerusalem to save the beleaguered community there. To this day, I still believe that you cannot really get to know Israel from museums, memorials, and exhibits. One must walk the land to understand its beauty and its spiritual power. Which of course leads me to add that if you would like to walk the land of Israel with Rabbi Loss, Cantor Smolash, and myself and our wives, this April we do have a few seats available. Don't worry, we'll take the bus most of the time. But my fascination with the ewak goes well beyond the hiking. For it seems to me that we all carry ewaks on our shoulders as we journey through our lives. First and foremost, the ewak was a tool, a scythe to clear a path through the jungle or harvest a crop. And each of us has a different set of tools on our shoulders, tools we sometimes neglect to utilize or to put to good purpose. Now, we generally do not spend time on this bima lauding the accomplishments of our rabbinic colleagues. It would get quite tiresome after a while. But I think I can make an exception in this case because our own Rabbi Josh Bennett is about to be honored this Thursday at the Northwest Activity Center downtown by an organization that has grown to be huge, but that he himself founded right here at Temple Israel, Project Healthy Communities. And the speaker will be none less than the mayor of the city, Mayor Duggan. And the story of how this honor came to be illustrates my point quite clearly. You see, Temple Israel had just hired a new rabbi, Rabbi Later, and thus Rabbi Bennett's long and illustrious career as our youth rabbi came to an end. So I asked him, "New, what are you going to do with this next stage of your career?" "I don't know," he responded. "I hadn't really thought about it." Purely on a whim, I suggested, "Hey, why don't you take up social action?" The next thing I know, Josh is up here on this bima at the High Holy Days delivering an amazing sermon about the need for Temple Israel to be engaged in the city of Detroit. And voila, Project Healthy Communities was born. You see, he was carrying this amazing tool, this ewak, well honed through his youth group programming experience. But as he shifted it from one shoulder to the other, he realized that he now had to wield it in a new way and to a different purpose. If you would like to honor him by attending this event, and I hope you will, tickets are still available, but please do me a favor. when Josh comes back from Arizona, don't tell him I said all of these nice things about him. And in some ways, I can relate to this transition. After all, my children are now grown, out of the house, and most importantly, fully employed. Kunahara pa. Sometimes I think I should buy a yacht or something. And yet I know that buying a yacht is not what will bring me happiness and fulfillment in this next chapter of my life. Although, did you happen to see the Academy Awards when Jimmy Kimmel offered a jet ski to the recipient who gave the shortest speech? I will not be up for that award this evening. But it reminded me of a quip that I once heard by a comic who asked, "Who says money can't buy happiness? Money can buy a jet ski, and have you ever seen anyone frowning on a jet ski?" In any case, I too have a sense that it may be time to shift my EWAC from one shoulder to the other, to find new and innovative ways to utilize the tools that God has bestowed upon me as I move into my 60s. I share that with you because I sense that some of you here this evening may feel that same way about your own lives, your own careers. And so I will just add here an exhortation. Whatever it is for you, whatever this new endeavor might be, do it now. It may only involve a short stroll to the lake or an arduous climb up the mountain, but it is never too late to blaze a new trail in one's life. Just retrieve that EWAC from its comfortable resting place on your shoulder and start swinging. Which brings me to the EWAC's use as a weapon. Each of us carries our weapons upon our shoulders as well. The weapon of anger, for instance. How often do we wield that fiery sword with our children, our spouses, our ex-spouses, our parents even, the people that we should be honoring with kindness and gentleness? And how often is our attack more about our own sense of guilt or inadequacy or fear than with any wrongdoing our loved one may have committed? What a better world it would be if we all heeded the biblical call to beat our EWACs into pruning hooks, if you will. Finally, each of us carries our own burdens on our shoulders. Last night, we heard an amazing presentation at the Techner Parenting Conference regarding opioid addiction. I was particularly touched by those speakers who shared their own personal stories. Ken Daniels, for instance, the Red Wings announcer, whose son, Jamie of blessed memory, died last year of an overdose of prescription drugs. Jamie was a good friend of my son, Jesse. In fact, Ken called me immediately after Jamie was found, and Jesse happened to be standing right next to me. So there I stood, dealing with the emotions of a bereaved father while simultaneously watching my son's face as he learned for the first time from our phone conversation that one of his best friends had died. It was one of the saddest moments I can ever remember. Another one of my old youth group kids, back from the days when I was the young youth group rabbi here at Temple Israel, a young man named Josh, declared movingly that his road to sobriety is tied up intrinsically with his desire to help others who are facing addiction. That echoed the sentiments of Steve, who has channeled his difficult and sometimes ugly battle with addiction into a career as an addiction interventionist. He said that he was determined to, quote, make his mess his message. I love that. Make your mess your message. Or in other words, beat your EWACs into pruning hooks. Transform your burdens into tools. That, after all, is exactly what Eileen and David Techner did by establishing this amazing parenting conference in memory of their daughter, Alicia Joy, who died as a baby some 40 years ago. Truth is, we all carry our burdens with us like ewacs on our shoulders. That person sitting next to you in the pew, that friend, that family member, that enemy even. Some burdens may only take a few weeks or months to resolve, while others, like recovery from addiction or losing one's child, well, for those it may involve an uphill climb for the rest of our lives. No one is immune, and that knowledge can help us to empathize with one another, to recognize that he or she is no different from us. We all carry our tools, our weapons, and our burdens with us on our wearied shoulders. So wouldn't it be wonderful if we could use that knowledge to turn to the person next to us, someone who is struggling with his or her burden, and to offer them the opportunity through our friendship and our love to shift their burden not to their other shoulder, but rather onto ours, for at least an ewac or two, as we walk together along the pathways of our lives. And let us all say,
those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. It's the song of the dreamers, from the dark place it grows, like a flower in the desert, the oasis of our souls. Come back where we belong. You who hear our longing sighs, our mouths, our lips are filled with song. You can see our tear-filled eyes with me. Those who sow in tears, who sow in, will reap in joy, will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap in joy. Oh, those who sow in tears will reap in joy. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy, will reap
this time in our service, I would like to invite a member of our executive committee, Bryant Frank, to come forward now to address the congregation.
Shabbat Shalom. We have so many wonderful things happening here at Temple that I'm afraid to say I'm not getting a jet ski either. So join Temple Israel on March for Our Lives on Saturday, March 24th. As you already heard, at 11 o'clock, we will march for gun control, living our Jewish values as we pray with our feet. Together we can save lives and repair the world. Meet in Detroit or save a spot on the bus, pick up a flyer on the table for details. Whether you're planning a wedding, a bar mitzvah, or a bat mitzvah, Shabbat dinner, or any celebration that needs to shine, don't miss our epic open house on Wednesday, March 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. Envision your wedding in the gorgeous new sanctuary. See the beautiful new atrium and social hall while imagining how enchanting your own party will look in these incredible spaces. Speak directly to the caterers about remarkable menus, enjoy delicious appetizers, adult refreshments, and decadent desserts while you stroll through the amazing new spaces. There's no charge, but please let us know you are attending. Sunday, March 18th is our 77th annual congregational meeting. Welcome our next president, Hillary King, and new board of trustees members. Brunch begins at 11:30 a.m. with the business portion beginning around 12:15 p.m. Contact Sandy Stocker to reserve your spot. On Sunday, March 25th at 4 p.m., we have our annual Laker concert. In the great tradition of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, come experience the new Jewish superfolk group, BDNNN, made up of rock stars Josh Nelson and Dan Nichols, and rounded off by our Reformed community's most sought-after master cantors, Rosalie Boxt and Ellen Dreskin. Admission is free, and all are welcome. For further information or to RSVP or volunteer for any of these programs, check the information table as you leave or call Temple during normal business hours, and please join us after services for the Oneg and Shabbat greetings. On behalf of the officers and members of the Board of Trustees, let me wish each and every one of you Shabbat Shalom.
And so now, as we turn to the conclusion of our service, I'd like to invite the youngest members of the congregation to come forward. If you are 11 years old or younger, please come join us up here on the bima. We'll give you a Shabbat treat, and the rest of us will rise and turn to page 189 for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. We turn now to the task of memory as we think of those in our families and our community who've died in the past 30 days in the period of Shloshim. We remember Robert August, Ruth Baver, Dorothy Dee Blum, Marcia Brown, Gary Burgee, Phyllis Scheiman, Bruce Copley, Harvey Dessen, Judith Dumont, Artis Bindorf Feldman, Robert Feldman, Howard Fink, Anita Garfield, Mark Glazer, Jerry Gross, Joyce Hodis, Naomi Katz, Millie Koblin, Abe Commissar, James Lizaire, Hal Leader, Kim Manelli, Ruth Morocco, Marianne Miller, Howard Passman, Bud Pickett, Jack Posar, Max Putterman, Martin Rabinowitz, Joel Rosner, Elliot Sampson, Sarah Schwartz, Marjorie Schwartz, Terry Shamey, Jerry Slutsky, Shirley Thomas, Julian Wagner, Betty Weinstein, Shoshana Winkler, and of course the victims of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in Parkland, Florida. We remember those whose yard-sites fall at this time: Jack Atchman, Joseph Baghdad, Morton Barris, Sally Britschke, Florence Charnas, Carol Ettinger, Morris Gelfond, Hyman Goldstein, Beverly Ann Hack, Pauline Hack, Daniel Michael Haas, Helen Eisenstein, Harold Jaffa, Sage Ray Kaluzny, Sam Carble, Sarah Carble, Edmund Krause, Pearl Crute, Melvin Miller, Sarah Rand, Mark Robinson, Sally Rogo, Edward Ruby, George Schreiber, Leah Schwartz, Joseph Slame, M. Robert Sine, Goldie Wasserman, Louis Weinstein, William Weiner, Gloria Beverly Woolman, Stephen Zack, John Zalman, Betty Repetor, Marilyn Klein, Jacob Goldberg, Samuel Benat, Michelle Katz, Peggy Glassman, Sandy Guzzi, Morris Slitberg, Robert J. Schiff, Rose Schiff, Jocelyn Berman, Rose Stearns, Annie Zalman, Molly Maggie Berman, Elaine Friedman Royal, Irving Kane, Pearl Sandubre, Louis Sandubre, Rachel Sandubre, Albert Sandubre, Morris Sandubre, Laser Feller, Dr. Alan Seal, Betty Feldman, Robert Stern, Joseph Brown, and Sid Bieber. Tehei Nishmotehem Sorot B'Tzra Chaim. May their souls be bound up in the bond of everlasting life and memory. As we turn now to page 199 for the words of the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divra cherute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, v'agalal v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam omei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemeda Kucha, Barichu, Laela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, Damiran v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen.
We conclude our service at the bottom of 199 with Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, Israel, ve'imru, imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Israel, ve'imru, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Shabbat shalom.